Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine. This look is on a rose gold tutorial, so if you would like to see how I got this look, so just please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, bye. So first we're going to start off with tape from our outer corner of our eye to our eyebrows. I got this tape from the dollar store just to give a sharp look. Then we're going to use the Urban Decay Eden eyeshadow primer to prime our eyes, just to make sure that our eyeshadow does not crease throughout the night. Then I'm going to use the Stila Mind palette. The first color I'm going to use is Wit. It's a nice transitioning color, so I'm just going to be putting that in my crease just to start a transition color, because we are going to be using a dark outer corner eye shade. So I'm just going to keep on blending and blending the transitioning color. And we're going to use Intellectual and Thinker. We're going to put those two in the same place where we put our transition color, just to darken up our eyes a little bit and give it a lot more dimension. So you also want to start off by using a little bit of product and then keep building it up, just so you don't start off really dark and then end up, having really dark eyes. You just want to start little and then work your way up. Then I'm going to be using the Naked 3 Rose Gold palette. I'm going to be using the color Trick on my eyelids. I'm actually first going to be dabbing the color and then spraying. This is a dupe for Fix Plus. I got it in my Ipsy monthly bag. So I'm just going to be spraying the brush and then adding Trick on my eyelids. So I'm just going to keep doing that and then dab the color and then spray it again and then put it on my eyelids, just so we can have a pigmented rose gold color. And also it just looks a lot better when you do wet it, and it just brings out the color a lot more, which is why I like doing this step. You can also use eye drops or water, anything to wet your brush. Then we're going to use Thinker and Intellect again in our outer corner, just to make it a little more darker, since we do want to have our eyes have a little more dimension. I'm going to take off the tape on my corner of my eyes just so we can have that sharp line. You should do this a little more carefully than I do. Then we're going to use the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner in black. And what I usually do for my liner is that I first create the wing that I want it to be, and then I fill everything in precisely and slowly, just so I know how thick and how big I want the wing. So we're just gonna keep doing that to this other eye as well. Just create a nice wing and then fill it in with the liner. This is a good liquid liner. It does stay all day. It doesn't crack, anything like that. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a good black liner. So I'm going to be using the Pond moisturizer all over my face, just to moisturize my face a bit. I don't have dry skin, I do have oily skin, but this is a good oil-free lotion. I'm going to use a Lauder Mercier Radiance Bronze Primer, just to kind of bronze my face up a bit and to prime the face so that our foundation stays on the whole night. I'm going to be using Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in 2W2 Ratan and the Sonia Kashuk foundation brush. So I'm going to be dabbing it on my skin and then pushing the product in with the brush. So I'm going to be adding a little more just because I want a little more cover, since I do have scarring and such on my face. So we're just going to keep doing that, pressing it in, and also putting it on our neck as well, just to make sure the color matches. And I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender and NARS Creamy Concealer in Ginger. So I'm going to put this in a V shape underneath my eyes, and also on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and on my chin. Just, they are the high points of our faces, so that's why I wanted to have a little more dimension. Then I'm going to be using Stay Matte Rimmel face powder in Sandstorm. So I'm going to be putting that in all the places where I put my concealer, just so that it doesn't crease, especially underneath my eyes. I do tend to crease a lot there. So I'm going to be just putting that everywhere else, just to keep our face matte throughout the night. Even though Estee Lauder is a matte foundation, I still tend to, my oils tend to break out between my skin. So I'm going to be using Anastasia's Beverly Hills Contour Kit, the original one. I'm going to be sculpting out my cheekbones with the 3 dark brown colors all mixed together, putting that underneath my neck as well, on my forehead, and also on my nose, just to sculpt out those points of my faces. So I'm just going to be blending that out with the same brush, no excess powder on it, and I'm going to be blending on my cheeks as well, just to blend it out, just so it doesn't look so crazy. Then I'm going to be using an angled brush, just to use the same dark brown color in there, just to give me some little bronze to the face, since I feel like I looked a little too pale. And also blending out the contour that I did on my nose. Next, I'm going to be using the NYX matte blush in Dusty Rose. This is a good pinkish blush. It's not too pink, but it's not too dark. It's a nice dusty color. And I thought that this would be perfect for this kind of look, since we were going for a rose goldy look. So I'm just going to be putting that on my face, and then I'm going to be taking the same foundation brush and just cleaning up the contour a little bit, just to have it a nice straight line. Then I'm going to be using a spoolie to brush out my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia's Beverly Hills brow powder in dark brown, and this 2 angle-sided brush from Sleek Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using the angled side. I first start off with the light brown color, and then I go and use a darker brown towards the end. I'll show you on later the 2 colors in the brow powder, in the duo brow powder. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing, just kind of carving out my brows, and then I'll fill it in with the light in the beginning, and then the dark in the end. See right there, the 2 duo colors, the dark brown and light brown, so you should do the light in the front and the dark in the back. So then I'm going to be using the Anastasia's Clear Brow Gel, and I'm going to be putting that on my brows, just to make sure that our brows stay in place after just taking a while to do them. Then I'm going to be using the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal, and I'm putting that on my lashes. I don't wear fake lashes, so I do just use a couple of coats of mascara just to lengthen them. I'm going to be putting the same 2 dark colors we put on our crease, Thinker and Intellect, and I'm going to be putting them underneath my eyes just to make them look like a little more smoky-eyed effect. Just smoke it out a bit, just blending with a crown brush from my Ipsy bag. Again, it's a duo brush, and I'm just going to use that pencil side just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Using the lightest shade in the same Mind palette, just give my brows a brow highlight. And I'm going to be using the same mascara to coat my lower lashes on the bottom. The last product we're going to be using is Buxom lipstick in Dolly, and this is the lip plumper and the matte lip color. It does tingle a bit, but it doesn't really plump my lips for me, but this is a good dusty mauve color. And this is one of my favorites that I like to use on a daily. I'm not using a lip liner because I don't have one that matches this one exactly, but I do like using it without it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this. Please thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.